Hi there, and welcome to this timeless tarot card pick a card reading. So this reading is going to be about should you stay or should you go in a situation. So this could be any situation you're thinking about, whether it be a love situation, a career situation, that kind of thing. So I just want you to focus on the piles, and then you can pause the video if you like, and then just choose the pile that you're most drawn to. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So if you look in the description box below, you will find the link, the timestamp to the pile that you choose. You can just go down there and it'll take you right to your reading. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the readings. Hello to those of you who have picked pile 1. This reading is going to be should I stay or should I go? So it can be about a situation, whether a work situation, a love situation. We'll see what comes out in the cards. So I really want to thank you for joining me. If you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. So the first card we're going to be looking at is your moment, the current moment, and how you're feeling about your current situation. And here you have the 9 of Swords. So you have quite a bit of anxiety about this situation. This is quite a bit of overthinking. This is quite a bit of restlessness. This is feeling, trapped. This is a very negative thinking, and you're kind of feeling trapped in a situation here with that 8 of Swords coming out. You're feeling stuck and trapped, and you kind of can't see your way out, but you're not really wanting to look at it either. So now the first thing we're going to be looking at here, or the next thing I should say, is what would be your stay options. We're going to get a couple of cards to see. Well, those ones just came out. Wow. Look at that. We have the 10 of Cups, beautiful. The High Priestess and the 2 of Cups. So, if you stay here, so some of the energies of this is like happiness, it's contentment, it's really kind of using your intuition, but it's kind of like, being quiet and observing as well here with the High Priestess. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces, heavy water sign energy on this side, so Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But with this 2 of Cups, this is divine partnership, this is love, this is stability, this is, equal give and take. This is, this is a beautiful situation. To me, this is maybe more your queries about love here, but those 3 cards came out in the stay option. So we might get some cards of clarification if we need as well. So let's see what the sacrifices or what the sacrifices and benefits and outcomes could possibly be with the go option here in this situation, if you chose to leave this situation. Let's just have a look and see what that is. Okay. Wow. Ace of Cups. Wow, there's so many. Chariot. The 6 of Cups and the 6 of Wands, or 6 of Swords in reverse coming out here. There's a lot of cards falling out, so we're going with them, pile 1. So here the Ace of Cups is like brand new beginning, but this is like self-love. This is also brand new beginnings in love here. You can, if you chose to go there, there'd be travel and victory. Could be dealing with a Cancer, specifically heavy water signs in this reading here. But then the 6 of Cups, it could be like you're looking back. You could be looking back on this situation. If you go, you'll be looking back with trying to remember happy times. You may be kind of stuck in the past and unable to move on from it. Is what I'm getting. If you go, like, you may have, you may show your self-love or have new opportunities in love. However, it's like you won't be able to get over this past situation if your choice is to go. So let's just see. There's a card here at the bottom for advice. We'll just get a card of advice for you. And they have the 7 of Swords. So this one to me is like, don't doubt your own abilities here. But being sneaky about things is not a good way to go either. With the 7 of Swords, could be some of you could be dealing with an air sign as well. So Libra, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Had to think, let's just get another influence for this. There's one more card, and then we'll get some clarifiers if we need here. But yeah, very interesting. So we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is kind of like somebody's not giving equally in a situation here. And that's maybe part of the problem. And so what you need to do is maybe somebody's over giving, giving too much to a situation. So maybe you need to just draw back the reins a bit in a situation to make it more balanced and equal give and take in the situation as a card of advice. Very interesting though. I just want to get a couple clarifiers. This is to me, you're concerned about a love situation more so than a work situation for pile 1. So let's just see this it's too many. This 8 of Swords, caught in your head. You know, you're just worried about a situation. It's, you know, you feel trapped in a situation, and you feel like that, you know, there's maybe missing romance. You maybe want to make this offer. You maybe want to go and do things and be more romantic and more, have those more type of experiences more so. And it's got you caught in your head. Or what else I'm seeing too is there's someone else is maybe coming into this picture here, and it's got you a little bit stuck in your head. There's somebody else here in the picture that you're maybe wondering about, but even if you chose to stay in the situation you're in, this is very beautiful reading, right? With the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, it doesn't get any better than that if you stay. Yeah, the King of Cups comes out here too. So yeah, so this is, you know, this is somebody that maybe isn't showing you the emotions that you want them to. So you might want, you know, they might not be, they have deep love for you, but they might not be showing you their emotions. And that's really got you trapped in your head about this situation. I just want to get a clarifier on this side here for the stay option, which is beautiful. We just want to see with this High Priestess. Why is this High Priestess here? This might be something you may need to sacrifice, right? So you may need to sacrifice something that you feel like maybe, you know, maybe there's some spiritual differences here, or religious differences is what I'm picking up with that one there. And then we have the Magician coming out as well. So this is kind of like, you know, trying to, you know, manifest, or trying to maybe read more into, you know, that gut feeling. But like sometimes it's hard to determine whether it's our intuition or whether it's just our mechanism to, you know, it's a reaction to something that we've been hurt before in the past, and so we see it that way. It's really kind of hard to determine about here if it's from past hurt or if it's actually your intuition about this person. So it's, yeah, it's very interesting. One more clarifier. So we got, yeah, the 9 of Cups in reverse. So yeah, that's not your, you don't maybe wish to be in this situation, or you're feeling like your wishes aren't fulfilled in this situation. But the stay option is definitely a beautiful outcome here with the, you know, the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups being on this side. That's beautiful. And on this side, it's pretty, you know, pretty self-explanatory. You'll gain some self-love. You'll gain, you know, maybe you'll be able to travel, and you'll feel victorious and on your own situation. But you'll kind of always look back towards the past in a situation. Look back on it like with fond memories, but you won't be able to move away from it. You won't be able to move on that quickly from it. Yeah, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse, and then the 3 of Wands. So to me, it's like, you know, looking forward in the future is not looking towards stability in the go option for you, pile 1. But I'm curious too about this, like, you know, this is like a deceitful energy, right? So it's kind of like, but it's kind of doubting your own abilities. It's kind of like feeling like, you know, maybe somebody's being deceitful in the situation. Maybe there needs to be open, honest communication. Yeah, I feel like maybe somebody's juggling something here, or, you know, not being honest. Their secrets is maybe what you're picking up on, and maybe it's getting a little bit in the way of things. So let's just see too, another clarifier on this swords, because like this, yeah, this 7 of Swords, it's deceit. It's like, I don't know if this is you deceiving this person or deceiving yourself, not trusting your own abilities to manage this and keep balanced in this situation. But I'll just get one more clarifier for you on the 7 of Swords. Thank you. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups comes out again. So yeah, it's like, appreciate what you have here, pile 1. Look at all of the good things, because you have like wonderful stability, and that's like, it's lovely. There's no nicer card in the deck than the 10 of Cups, right? So, you know, if you can bring this balance, if you can be honest in this situation, be open, don't keep secrets in this situation. I mean, you have great potential here. It's beautiful for sure. And I'll just get another, like, yeah, someone's holding back, someone's not giving. I don't know if this is you or the other person, to me, yeah, this is totally a love reading, because King, Knight of Swords and Temperance. Yeah, so we have to balance that energy where we feel like everything has to be done right now. We have to get everything done right now. It's got to take quick action. We got to take some kind of action. It's this restlessness, right? So you need to try and balance that and work on that. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well for some of you. Yeah, Cancer is here, Pisces, but heavy water signs and air signs in this reading. So I'm just going to get you some couple final cards of advice here. And because it's a love reading, I'm going to use these romance oracle here. So there's a couple cards from the romance oracle, just because it is more focused to me on a relationship that you're asking about, pile one. Oh, look at this. Make the effort. Yeah, no kidding. So make the effort. So great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take here, and give your relationship a chance. So work on your partnership. And then you have this. So you have this lovely, lovely outcome here. That is a very interesting reading, pile one. Again, I really want to thank you for joining me. And if you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. And I'll be back at the beginning of November with my regular readings. Hello, pile two. So this reading is going to be, should I stay or should I go? The first card we're going to be looking at is your overall, kind of like your overall feelings about the situation you're in, and whether this be about you're asking about like a love situation or work situation, or you know, maybe you want to move household, I don't know, something like that. So we're just going to have a look, and your first card we're going to be looking at is the your feelings about this current situation that you're asking about. Oops. Oh, the Eight of Swords. That's funny because this came out in pile one too. So this is feeling trapped in a situation. This is not wanting to look, you know, this is literally feeling like trapped and stuck in a situation. That's you're feeling stuck. You're feeling like you can't, you know, this is self-imposed prison kind of thing. This is something here that, you know, it's self-imposed with your thoughts and that kind of thing. It's something that can be, you know, easily got out of, basically. So let's just have a look at what was going to be your options if you stayed here. I really do want to thank you for joining me as well. So let's just see what the options would be if you stayed in the situation that you're asking about. And we have the Nine of Swords coming out, and one more card for the what would happen if you stayed in the situation. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, so it's like the Eight of Wands, it's like things, you know, moving too quickly. It feels like it's moving too fast for you here. The Nine of Swords to me is like restlessness, anxiety, nightmares. You know, like if you stay, it's just going to give you like a lot of anxiety. And the communication style in this environment that you're asking about, should you stay or should you go, is just, it's not, it's negative, right? So there's like a lot of negative communication, but we'll get some clarifier cards for that. So now the cards we're going to be looking at, pile two, is your go option. So what do you have to look forward to if you chose to go in this situation? Five of Swords and Five of Hazards. So with the Five of Swords, it's kind of like winning someone, like looking after someone, kind of wanting to do everything for themselves, not considering the feelings of others here, right? So, and the Five of Hazards is basically feeling left out in the cold if you go. So this is quite a very confusing, it looks like it seems like you can't win here, pile two. So, you know, you're either option you have right now, but maybe it'll look better with clarification, but it just looks like either option right now is just bringing you anxiety and you're really feeling trapped by it here. So let's just see what what the advice is for you and some insight into that. So what would be some advice for you in this situation for pile two? For those of you, okay. So the High Priestess, wow. So this is like, use your intuition here, pile two. You know, use your intuition, follow your gut, trust your instincts. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. There's lots of swords in this reading. Could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There's also Pentacles as well, and Wands. So maybe earth or fire signs, but heavy energy, particularly maybe a maybe you might be dealing with a Pisces with this card too, but with the High Priestess, it's like, listen to your gut, follow your intuition, that kind of thing. This is a very interesting reading. We will get some clarification on this reading because it just seems like, you know, no option you have is good. So the Six of Wands here. So you want to be victorious over a situation. And so the influencing energy here is like, you need to hold yourself in high regard. You need to look after yourself here. You need to, you know, have that moment of self-respect and you got to, you know, get rid of that negative thinking. Because right now, to me, you're in a very vicious cycle of negative thinking. Like you feel like you can't win pile 2. You feel like that just doesn't matter what you choose. It's no good outcome. So let's just get some clarifiers on these. It's quite interesting. I'm just drawn to these ones. So I want to clarify on this 8 of Swords. Let's get a clarifier on the 8 of Swords for you. We've got 2 coming out. So the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Swords. So the Page of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like you're not wanting to start anything new, not wanting to have any new communication, but yet you still want the truth of the situation. Someone here might be they're cutting in their communication. I don't know if this is you or the situation you're dealing with, whether this is someone, you know, that at work that you're dealing with, but just very cutting in their communication, the current situation. Like you want truth and clarity, but you just don't want to maybe have that fresh start or open up communication. Like maybe you're feeling closed off. You've closed off to the person or situation. Let's just look at this 9 of Swords in your stage position. Get a clarifier on that. We got the 6 of Wands. So even though this is bringing like lots of anxiety, so this is, to me, it's kind of like you don't want to be in the spotlight. You don't want recognition. It makes you uncomfortable. You don't want to step out of your comfort zone here. You don't want to, you know, go and get that recognition. And the 2 of Pentacles just flipped out here too, because you need to remain balanced, right? You're trying to remain balanced. But to me, this is totally like if someone's paying you too much attention, it makes you anxious here if you stay. Anything being held in high regard, but there's like a lot of communication here with this 8 of Wands, and things maybe are moving a little bit too quickly, and that's making you stress, you know, like it's just making you stressed right out here, pile 2. So let's see what this 8 of Wands, why is the 8 of, we'll just get a clarifier on this 8 of Wands in your stay. That is too many. We'll get a clarifier on the 8 of Wands if you stay here, pile 2. Get a clarifier on this 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, we'll take. And we have the 6 of Cups. Oh my goodness. So this is like something from your past that's coming forward. Someone that just really thinks highly of you, I think. So this is either like, you know, a work offer from the past. I'm kind of getting more like it could be a relationship situation that you're asking about, because, you know, there's like a communication coming in from the past. Someone that holds you in high regard. It's got you stressed right out. And, you know, you don't know if you should cut this person off, and you're kind of closed off to communication because you just want, you know, you're maybe very short and just very to the point here with this communication with this individual. But if you stay, I mean, there's balance. There's victory here with the 6 of Wands, and there's, you know, there's happy times and things like they kind of used to be here is what I'm getting. And what about this 5 of Swords? Okay, we got the 7 of Wands. So yeah, you got to stand up. Someone's going to be challenging your ideas if you go. Someone's going to be, you know, you're going to feel like you have to stand up for yourself and just really just do what's right for you here. And the 5 of Hazards, but you're going to feel left out in the cold if you go. You're going to feel left out in the cold if you leave this situation alone. Hey, it needs, like, a lot of communication is key in this situation. And we have the Devil in reverse. So here it's like, you know, being bound by a situation. You could feel like you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but you could feel like you just want to let go of anything that binds you. But this is like, this can also be passionate relationships. This can also be passion and you know, new sexual encounters too for some. And you kind of, you're going to feel left out of that. You're going to feel left out of that. So with the advice with the High Priestess, it's kind of like, listen to your intuition, be quiet, pay attention, observe, and maybe not say too much here. And we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Justice in reverse. So you feel like maybe, you know, you have to be less self-judgmental. And so when you look forward, like, you know, you can't be judgmental of yourself. You have to look forward here, with positivity, because there is a lot of potential in the situation, right? Because there's victory here with the Six of Wands. Victory here for you, pile 2. To me, it's more if you stay here in a victorious situation, but it's going to require, you know, communication. You're going to have to open up a little bit. You're going to have to offer something up here and not stay trapped or keep this person blocked or whatever you've done here, pile 2. Just a clarifier on the Six of Wands for pile 2. Should they stay or should they go? Yeah, the Hermit. So yeah, so this could be dealing with the a Virgo for some of you, but this is like, if you gotta, yeah, this is inner reflection. This is like a lot of inner reflection, you know, focus on yourself here, and really, to me, this is give yourself the kudos you deserve. Like, try and, you know, improve your self-esteem and work on that, because that's maybe what's hindering the situation and keeping you guarded and feeling stuck. Very interesting. So I just want to get a couple cards of advice here. We're going to use this Moonology Oracle for a card of advice for you. I might get another one here too as well from the fairies or something. We'll see what comes out with this Moonology Oracle cards. We'll see what comes out for you. Woo. Okay, we have 3, so that's probably enough advice on that one's more advice. So work through your fears, right? So new moon in Scorpio. So definitely you're holding back here, pile 2, in a situation, something that you knew need to work through. And then a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra as well. And so here you may have to be bold and make the first move and not be so held back. So you're feeling stuck, you know, like you're gonna miss out on some passion here, pile 2, if you kind of maybe don't take some action and open up communication, because, you know, the communication is going to be flowing. It's going to be positive and happy if you stay and take action towards this situation. That is a very interesting reading for you, pile 2. So I really do appreciate you joining me. If you like these videos, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the beginning of November for my regular zodiac readings. Hi to those of you who have picked pile 3. So this is your should I stay or should I go reading. So the first card we're going to be looking at here is your overall attitude, your overall, how do you feel about this current situation that you're asking about, like, should I stay or should I go? So we're just going to see what your overall attitude is about this situation. Ooh. Wow. We have the Ace of Cups coming out here for you, pile 3. So you have a very positive attitude. You feel very loving, giving. You feel like you're, you know, everything is good and content. And you know, you kind of like have a lot of, you know, self-love. Maybe you're focused on self-love at this time. So let's just see, what is the option if you stay? What will be the options, or what will be the energies, sacrifices, that kind of thing? Maybe some issues if you stay in this situation you're asking about. Too many cards. Good grief, half the deck flies out there. So let's see, what are the options? How is it going to be? My goodness, those flipped over too. If you stay in this situation, pile 3. What? Give us a couple cards for if you stay in this situation for pile 3. Oh gosh. Okay, lovely. They give us 3 cards. All right. So, good grief. Lovely. So if you stay, you've got, this is prosperity, this is legacy, this is happy home, security. Could be dealing with an earth sign for some of you, or it could be significant to Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But this is the 3 of Wands. So this is, you know, like this is building towards this. So that, you know, you're building towards this. You might have to be patient in this situation, but it is leading to this 10 of Pentacles, which is beautiful. And 3 of Cups, it's almost like an engagement. It's being in the right place at the right time. It's celebrating. It's reasons to celebrate. It's celebrating with friends. Beautiful. Lovely. That's lovely if you stay. So let's get some cards here on the other side if you were to go. If you were to go and leave this situation. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, heavy earth signs in this reading. So, and then we have the Hermit, which could be, you could be dealing with a Virgo, or somebody could be a Virgo. And we have Justice coming out. Very interesting. So could be dealing with a Libra. So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of like, you know, if you choose to go, it's like there's not going to be a lot of, you know, work or effort put in. You're not really going to learn new skills. You're not really going to, like, it's really you got not a lot to gain or invest in here or learn here. And so, you know, you're going to spend quite a bit of time on your own and feel isolated here with this Hermit card. And then with the Justice, you know, this could be something to do with a legal system, but it's just leaving, like, you know, you're trying to gain balance, and the balance might be gained, but this is like a lot of options, a lot of choices, and, you know, you could have to deal with the legal system in the future. We'll get some clarifier cards as well and some cards of advice, but let's just see what the advice and overall energy is for this situation. Should you stay or go? Okay, so there's too many cards coming out, my goodness. So we'll just look at some advice cards from this perspective here. Interesting reading. You know, you have a very positive attitude about this. Got the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is like, you know, not learning kind of from past mistakes. Like, so it's kind of like you need to not focus so much on the past in this situation, and really let go of the past issues in the situation. You kind of need to not focus on it, is what I'm getting from that Six of Cups coming out in reverse. Sorry about that. And we'll just get a crossing energy to explain that. And we have a whole pile falling out there, my goodness. Okay, pile 3, thank you. So the Nine of Wands, yeah. So this is like, yeah, you're just guarded here. You're feeling guarded about the situation, maybe guarded about the past, or you feel like, you know, you've been through a lot in the past in the way, and you had like you've gained a lot of self-love and insight through what you've been through. Yeah, if you go, it's like there's gonna be a lot of isolation. There's not gonna be a lot to, you know, benefit you in the long run, and you might end up you might have to deal with some legal issues if you choose to go. We're just gonna get some cards of clarification on these cards. Yeah, I wanted to go with these ones, so I'll go with these ones first. So this Ace of Cups and your overall, how you feel about the situation, like you're very, you know, you're, it's like you've had maybe an epiphany here with the Tower coming out. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. But this is like, you know, this is like an epiphany. This is an understanding, but this is, you know, this may have been a crisis here. This might have had a crisis moment that led you to, you know, have a little bit more self-love. Look at one more clarifier on that too. Yeah, the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like you're holding back. You're not wanting to rush in to anything. Like you don't want to make any sudden movements here for pile 3. Interesting. And then what about this Six of Cups? It's kind of like, don't look back on the past. Try not to focus too much on the past, you know, because it's really, yeah, you need truth and clarity, and you want victory in the situation here, pile 3, with this Ace of Swords. You know, you have to look back with truth, because, you know, sometimes when we're looking at the past, how things happened in the past, we either look at them we kind of glorify, and we forget about the hard times or the bad times as well. We kind of just think about all the good times, and it's not really, sometimes can be convoluted a bit. What about this Ten of Pentacles? We're going to clarify on the Ten of Pentacles if you stay. So this is, you know, security. Yeah, this is what is coming in the future. Like I say, like you might have to have patience a little bit. This is something in the future if you choose this direction. So it's working together with someone to build that, but it takes patience and time, right? So with this Three of Wands, we'll just get a clarifier on the Three of Wands for you, pile 3. Yeah, it's going to take some patience. Oh my goodness, nice. Yeah, strength in the sun. Look at that. Some of you could definitely be a Leo or dealing with a Leo. But this is like, this is happiness. You have a very positive attitude here, pile 3. So yeah, you got the Sun and the Strength card. So as long as you have a positive attitude and, you know, you just kind of tame that inner beast, whatever, you know, and you have that patience, you will get there if you stay in this situation, and you will have reasons to celebrate. But we will just get a clarifier on that Three of Cups. Yeah, because you want to if you stand your ground and put in the work and, you know, kind of hone your skills here, you know, and work really hard at it, like work hard at it, then, you know, and just stand your ground, you are going to have reasons to celebrate. You're going to build that stability. This is maybe, it's going to take you know, longer maybe than some of you would like, but regardless. So let's leave with you go. So now we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like not really, you know, not really putting in the work, not really honing your skills, but you got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, you know, and she has things looked after at home, things are balanced, but it is also the energy of kind of like single mom energy that kind of has everything balanced, you know, looking after things themselves, right? So yeah, heavy earth sign too, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Sorry. So let's just have a look at this Hermit card. We're going to clarify around this Hermit card for you, pile 3. Very interesting reading. The Chariot. So we have the Chariot coming out to clarify the Hermit. So this is like for some of you, could be just moving, traveling, alone, you know, if you choose to go. You know, you're going to be alone. You're going to be maybe travelers. You might feel victorious over the situation. You might have some victory over your hard work, but it, you know, it's definitely, I just want to say it's going to lead to, yeah, maybe some of you may be getting divorced in this situation because you've had an epiphany to love yourself, right? And yeah, with the Six of Swords, it's moving away from, you know, from troubled times here, moving away from troubled water. Interesting. And what about this Nine of Wands? So you're just feeling kind of guarded. You're feeling exhausted and about ready to give up in this situation. And the Knight of Cups comes out to clarify. So here, maybe you have to make that offer. You might have to, you know, make those gestures. Someone, you know, make that romantic gesture towards someone to, you know, potentially improve this situation, or offer up something that you have if you're asking about a work scenario. This is a very interesting reading. Like, to me, the last reading was like there was no good way, and here it's like it can be good either way. It was, you know, it's not that bad if you move this way. You're moving out of troubled times. It's just the loneliness here that you're gonna feel here. But this has a ton of potential if you stay. This option to me is like a little bit more lonely and spending time alone, you know, and dealing with legal issues basically. So let's just get a couple cards of advice for you here, pile 3, from our messages from the fairies. We'll just get a couple of cards of advice for you. Oh gosh, okay. Those two wanted to come out. So winter and spring, okay. Okay, so your answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months, and then your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. So it looks like over winter and spring here, the next few months, maybe 6 months for some of you, then you're going to, you know, come to this realization. I still wouldn't mind another card of advice for you though, here, pile 3. We'll just get from the Moonology Oracle another card of advice. You have a lot of self-love and self-respect. It's lovely. And really, it looks like, you know, either option. A personal issue reaches resolution. So full moon in Cancer. I just want to read a little bit about what that says for you, pile 3 here. So a personal issue reaches resolution. So full moon Cancer. Yeah, it can go either way. It's kind of like whichever way you choose here, whichever way you want it to go. It's how it's going to go. So things are likely to get very heated as the full moon Cancer is super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now, or you're surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card, and there are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It heralds a time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests that both a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. So, very interesting reading for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me. If you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. And I'll be back in the beginning of November with my regular zodiac readings. Well, hello to those of you who picked pile 4. So this reading is your should I stay or should I go? Thank you so much for joining me. We're just going to get started here. And the first card we're going to be looking at is this present moment and how you're feeling about this situation. So what is your viewpoint, and like what are you really really thinking about the situation that you're asking about. Should I stay or should I go? Okay. Eight of Pentacles and the Devil coming out. So you feel like you're trapped in work is what I'm getting. This is like a lot of work, but you feel stuck in this situation with the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil. Definitely could be dealing with an earth sign, or yourself could be an earth sign. You know, with the Devil card, it's kind of feeling stuck, feeling trapped. You know, maybe some of your, you know, maybe some of, it doesn't always have to mean addictions, but some addictions could be working hard and for you to work hard and keep making money type of thing. But to me, it's just overall, you just feel trapped. You feel trapped and stuck. And I'm really drawn to here. Do you see this in the very bottom corner? I don't know if you can see this. Where's my camera? Here we go. See this guy down here? See how that guy's kind of like a puppet master? So you feel like you are being controlled. You know, yeah, like someone is your puppet master here, pile 4. So let's have a look at your stay options. So what's going to be if you stay here? What are some advices, options, energies, benefits, that kind of thing? 6 of Pentacles coming out. And we'll get another card or 2 here for the stay energy. Oh, that's too many. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, what do we got here? The Hierophant. Okay, so it looks like if you stay, we have the 6 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So you could be dealing with the Taurus. Heavy earth signs in this reading for so far. So the 6 of Pentacles, there's going to be enough to give around, go around. You're going to have enough that you need, right? And the Hierophant is like just, it's tradition. It could be dealing with bigger institutions, banks, healthcare systems, education systems, like that kind of thing. So like if you stay in this situation, you know, that you are going to have enough to go around, and you are going to be in that stable. This is a very stable, committed environment if you stay. You can just, you know, stay committed even though maybe you're feeling trapped here. And what happens if you go? Let's see what happens if you go here, pile 4. What is going to happen if you go out of this situation? Oh, okay. We have the 5 of Cups coming out. And let's just have one more card to see what will happen. What are some of the insights, sacrifices, benefits, that are solutions, or what would happen if you choose to go from this situation? Okay, Queen of Pentacles. So, heavy earth energy. 5 of Cups, you're going to have some regrets. You're going to look back. You're going to focus on what you don't have. The Queen of Pentacles, I mean, you're going to have enough to go around. You're going to have everything that you need. But yeah, you're going to have regrets over the situation. So let's get some cards of clarification as well, but we will get a little bit of advice in this situation for you here, pile 4. To me, this is a little bit of a work, money, financial situation that you're worried about. There isn't a whole bunch of cups. It's just the 5 of Cups, which is regret here. And then this one wanted to come out. So 8 of Wands. So it's communication. So maybe there needs to be some improvement of communication, or maybe you have to take some quick action here. But we will get some cards of clarification as well. So I feel like, you know, you have to kind of forgive yourself and others in this situation with all this green energy. Hey, so let's see what's coming out here. 6 of Cups. So yeah, it looks like, you know, maybe you can look at something in a more positive light, or take something positive that you've learned from your past and, you know, apply it to your future here with this coming out to give you a bit of advice. So it's like, you got to take action, maybe take action towards how things used to be, right? Like think a little bit more about how things were good in the past, what worked, what didn't, and then take action towards that. But let's just get some cards of clarification for you too. So yeah, this is a work, this is a work thing to me. So let's just get the eight of Pentacles. We'll get a clarifier on the 8 of Pentacles. So feeling trapped, maybe in a job, that kind of thing. Oh my goodness, yeah. So the 8, again, you get the 8 of Pentacles, clarifying the 8 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. So here, it's just like you want a break from it. You just need a break. You're exhausted. You're overwhelmed. You just want to rest and heal, you know, in this situation. We'll get a clarifier on the Devil card as well. Yeah. So just kind of feeling trapped, feeling like you can't rest from work. There's no rest from work for you, hey? Yeah, what do you got coming out? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Because you have to have it all going on, right? Like you have to have everything looked after. You know, you feel overly responsible. You feel like you need to have like, you know, everything, all the bills paid, all the meals made, all the laundry done, and then plus carry on with a full-time job and not asking for help and just having everything that you need. And that is making you feel trapped and making you feel like, oh, I need a break, right? That's what I'm getting from here. But if you stay current on this situation, I mean, you're going to have enough to go around. You're going to, you know, you are in this committed situation. You'll stay in this committed, I want to say in a job, you'll stay committed to this job and things will continue. But the Six of Pentacles here, we have the Sun. And so, but this makes you very happy, like enough to be generous. You're feeling that maybe you could be generous to others here with this Leo card. My hand is itchy for some reason. The Sun card, you could be dealing with a Leo, but this is like brings you a lot of happiness here. So if you stay, you know, maybe someone will be generous to you too. Like maybe somebody might be giving to you in a situation. If you stay, it's very positive. Just want to get a clarifier on the Hierophant. We'll get a clarifier. Oh my goodness. Let's get a clarifier on this Hierophant. So this could be, you could be dealing with a Taurus for some of you. What is this Hierophant here? Yeah, this is to me definitely a work. Yeah. But you just, you know, with the Ten of Wands, you feel burdened here. You know, you could, it's positive because you have enough to go around, but it's still, you're still feeling burdened by this situation. And this card says that, you know, you don't ask for help. You may need to ask for help if you stay here. You're going to have to ask somebody for help. Maybe you might have to apply for some loans. Maybe you might have to, you know, I don't know. You're going to have to ask for some help, I feel like, if you stay. Okay, and if you go here, there's the Five of Cups. So it's regret, King of Swords. We have, so, you know, somebody may have to deal with the legal system or that kind of thing if you decide to go. But this is like feeling very logical, like you would make a logical decision. There's not a lot of emotions here, so you try and keep your emotions out of it and be, you know, just very logical about the situation if you chose to go. But you still, the outcome is the Queen of Pentacles, which is, I mean, it's still having it all together. You got the Page of Swords coming out. So yeah, you'd have to, lots of swords. So there'd be lots of learning, lots of communication, you know, lots of developing your intellect if you go this other way. So, you know, even though maybe this is good money-wise, and you just feel burdened by it, and it's kind of like you're not learning anything new. But if you go in this other situation, you know, if there's lots to learn, it'd be like starting over from scratch, right? So, you know, you have to communicate and take action. Use the things that you've learned from the past to benefit you in the future here with this Eight of Wands and Six of Cups. So let's get a clarifier on the Eight of Wands. We have the Death card. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio too for some of you. So this is like complete transformation. So if you do have that open communication, you take quick action for communication coming in, then, you know, it could totally transform the situation that you're asking about. This Six of Cups, we'll get a clarifier on the Six of Cups. Yeah, we got the Three of Wands. Yeah, I'm totally getting like, take what you've learned and use it towards the future. This is like still more work to do. This is like an energy that you need patience in this situation. But, you know, if you're wanting to kind of test your intellect or gain something more and be more insightful and kind of, you may have regrets over a situation, but at the same token, you know, you can still learn a lot and you still will have this independent energy. So either way, and here you're feeling a bit burdened, but very positive financial, very positive, you know, give and take here, but working so hard and needing a break here for pile 4. Let's just get some cards of advice for you here, pile 4. I'm just going to get some other cards of advice for you. I'm going to use this messages from the fairies for cards of advice for you. Some cards. I'll get one more card. One more card. Oh my goodness, that's far too many. They just all flipped out there, didn't they? Okay, let's just see here. One more card of advice for you here. For pile 4. Thank you. Okay, good. Now we have winter. So the answer to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months here, pile 4. This one says, be yourself. So the situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power here. And then it does say vegetarian. A new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. So very interesting reading. This is to me about career and money, and it feels like, you know, you might have some regrets and some challenges if you go, but you will, you know, learn a lot and still be in that, you still have what you need. If you stay, there's going to be, you know, a lot of generosity. You're going to have enough to go around, feeling a bit burdened and maybe having to ask for help from bigger authorities, or maybe even seek some counseling. It was a very interesting reading, Pile 4. I really want to thank you for joining me. And if you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comments section below. And I will see you in the beginning of November for the regular Zodiac readings.